Hi everybody, Carl Wockner here. So we've got three models of the Maton Performer. Now this is exactly what it says. It's a Performer. This is a perfect model for on stage. It's an 808 size body, which is slightly smaller than the Dreadnought, but it's a thinner scale as well, thin line body. So in the studio, it's actually a perfect guitar to double with like maybe a larger model, but on stage, it just feels really nice, you know, unless you want to go all the way down to a mini. It just feels kind of nice. It's not big and bulky and chunky, especially if you're a smaller person, smaller arms, whatever. If you're a T-Rex, this would be one of the perfect guitars that you just play. Anyway, we got three models here. We got, this was model 16216. All of them feature Bunya top. All of them have a cutaway here. The back and sides are all Queensland maple. It's got nice little blonde streak in through there. This has got some nice knots, this particular model. Nice and smooth. And the fretboard and bridge are oven coal. So kind of a nice sort of, I don't know, dusty blonde. What do you mousy blonde? Looks kind of cool. I'm sort of digging it. Anyway, let's see what they sound like. Play a little finger style to start. So something to think about, I think, with a guitar, especially where you play the guitar, is if you're on stage, something to think about with the Maton guitars is it really doesn't matter what they sound like mic'd up, in my opinion, if you're always playing it on stage. This is possibly one of these guitars that you would play almost entirely on stage if this was going to be your, I guess, your performance model, right? So this is the Performer. Alternatively, if you already have a studio guitar, this would also be, I feel like, the perfect model to add to your studio arsenal of guitars. The reason I say that is because a really common thing in the studio, and especially on live, is that kind of 125 to 160 hertz range, which is really quite boomy, and that's the thing that you cut all the time. You always take those frequencies out. Whereas this particular model, sort of the mid-range seems to sit around that, and it kind of punches through. And even though it doesn't necessarily sound big and warm, like, you know, some of the jumbos and some of the really fuller body Dreadnoughts that they have, it's deliberately made like that, is what I'm trying to say. So it has its perfect little place, and so don't rule out any guitar that I ever play just because the microphones are picking up something that you might not be interested in. As soon as you plug any of these in, they're all going to sound just as big as each other live. That's my little public service announcement for you. So anyway, let's get into some pick. Feel free to debate me on all of that, by the way, down in the comments. If you disagree, I'd love to know. Yeah. All right, so this is, again, model 16216. We're going to do 216, 217, 218, so sequential models here. Okay, so same model, slightly blonder streak, more rebellious streak in the back here. We've got a nice little knot up the top. Actually, a couple of nice little knots in the Bunya. Cool. Let's hear it. Really nice attack on these guitars. I mean business. Yeah. All right. Again, model 16217 on this bad boy. Bad boy. All right. This is 16218. Feels a little lighter than the other two guitars. It's got some nice, really nice streaks through the Bunya in the top here, and actually a little more of a flare on the back instead of a streak. It's kind of got some nice. It's kind of nice silking on the back, so I feel like this should sound a little less punchy and a little deeper, a little warmer. I like how it just sits, just fits, you know. I do have long arms too, so it's kind of easy for me even with dreadnoughts, but this one just feels like it's just easy. Get amongst it. 16218. The Maton Performers with the thin line body. Beautiful options, beautiful guitars. Cheers.